Ladies and gentlemen, President William Samoei Ruto is trying his level best to lure and to have Sifuna Edwin appointed as the minister in his administration before 2027, because the growing momentum, the growing speed of the Linda Mwananchi movement is giving Ruto the headache, is making Ruto a one-term president. Because from the survey that men have said it was sponsored by the president himself, that is the Infotrack survey that was released some few days ago, shows that the momentum of Linda Mwananchi may make the president a one-term president because it is growing at a high speed. Please do as a normalcy when you watch this video, consider leaving a subscription and please like. Usitizame bila kulike. Let's go. So, the growing momentum of the Linda Mwananchi movement has now pressured the president, and he is thinking of making Sifuna a CS in his government. Remember, Ruto has started sending people to Sifuna, and the people he is using is the closest friends of Edwin Sifuna. For instance, you heard yesterday in the Senate, Samson Gerald Gay, you know him very well. When he speaks what Ruto had sent him to speak. So yesterday in the Senate, Samson Gerald Gay, he addressed the president, Sifuna, face to face, congratulating him for the survey that was done, congratulating him for coming third after Kalonzo Musyoka, and also assuring him that in 6 months to come, Sifuna will be the second leading in Kenya, but assuring him that there is no second position in Kenya after elections. So that is an indication, and actually he winded up his speech by asking Sifuna to work hand in hand with President William Samoei Arap Ruto. That is an indicator that now Ruto has given up. Ruto has given up and is trying to lure Sifuna to join his government. That is why he has started sending his closest friends. You know, Samson Chelgei is a friend, a very best and close friend to Edwin Sifuna. Let's listen to what Samson Chelgei said in the Senate yesterday.
Sifuna was at 13%, although he has not declared that he's running for president. So he's doing very well. In fact, in the next 6 months, he will be number 2. But the problem in politics, there is no number 2, my brother Sifuna. And you have been told by Atuali, look for money, Mwami. So that, and you have heard the IBC saying 4 billion. So while that, and I know Sifuna is aware of Article 144 and 145. But he will come, I want to appeal to him to relax now, remain as the senator of Nairobi. Then 2032, he can run for president. I can cede my presidential ambitions and become your running mate in 2032. So
that aside, remember, Ruto had already sent Mzee Atuoli to at least try to confuse and convince Senator Edwin Sifuna not to fight for presidency. You heard the other day, Mzee Atuoli saying that Sifuna has no money, he has no authority, he will never stand for presidency without going through Atuoli's hands. I'm very much sure that is the president who sent Atuoli to try to convince and confuse Edwin Sifuna not to fight, so that he can just be demeaned, feel like a lesser person, that he has no money to campaign and fight for presidency. And we are not saying that Sifuna should consider that. Sifuna should move and walk head high. He should never imagine of joining Ruto's government, because joining Ruto's government is diminishing, is killing himself politically. So we are urging Sifuna not even to listen to these dwarfs, not even to listen to these illegitimate people who doesn't have anything to give to Kenyan people, to common mwananchi. So please, Sifuna, walk head high. Let your ambitions come through. Work towards your dreams. Let not anyone kill your dreams. Mzee Atwoli said that Sifuna has no money, and he is the only person who can help Sifuna fundraise even 1 billion in 1 minute. That is the message he gave. Let's listen to Mzee Atwoli.
Mtu hawezi kusema yeye anataka kuwa mkubwa wa Waluhya bila mimi kujua. Hiyo nataka niwaambie ukweli. Kwa ajili kiti ya kutafuta kiti kikubwa inataka pesa. Na wewe ukitaka kuwa president katika Kenya hii, mimi ndio naweza kusaidia wewe kuraise hata 1 billion kwa dakika moja. Ndio uwe president. Utauliza upresident na pesa ya kusaidiwa. Utatafuta pesa kiti ya urais bila kusaidiwa. Sisi ndio tuna marafiki na sisi ndio tunaweza kusaidia wewe upate urais. Pesa ya mtu binafsi haiwezi kukufanya kuwa rais ama pesa ya kusaidiwa. Watu wengine wametumwa na wengine na sisi tunawajua. Na huwezi kuja kugawa jamii yetu kwa ajili wewe umetumwa. Mimi nataka kuambia nyinyi. Na mimi nataka kuambia nyinyi kuna Buhungu 3, Buhungu 3. Inakuja tarehe 26 mwezi wa 12 Disemba hapa Buhungu. Ukitaka kutembea Western, tembea kati ya sasa na tarehe 26. Baada ya tarehe 26 huu mkoa tutafunga. Sisi tutafunga. Sisi tutafunga sisi. Sisi tutafunga hapa. Chenzi sana. Unasikia hiyo? Kwa ajili ukiangalia maendeleo na mabilioni ya pesa ambayo serikali ya sasa imemwaga katika mkoa huu ni mabilioni. Angalia stadium yetu hii ya Kakamega. Angalia mabarabara. Angalia kila kitu. Zile pesa zimemwagwa hapa na serikali ni pesa mingi sana. Na usijiunge na kikundi kinasema tawe.
Those are enough indication that shows the president is desperate and is trying his level best to make sure he lures Edwin Sifuna into his government, into his failed government. Actually, he wants that in the second term, in case he wins, which we know he may not win, that he loves Sifuna and Matiang'i in his cabinet. But that aside, Sifuna is trying his level best to make the Linda Mwananchi movement a known and a movement that will never be stopped. But can you ask yourself, do you know why Ruto is not fighting Sifuna in any way? He has never attacked Sifuna. It is because he knows who Sifuna is. The same thing, Ruto has not attacked Orengo, Babu Wino, and those other people, because he knows if he wants Sifuna, the best people to use is to use Orengo, is to use Onyonka, is to use Babu Wino, so that he can get Sifuna through Linda Mwananchi. That is why when you see Ruto attacking other opposition leaders, he attacks Matiang'i, he attacks Kalonzo, he attacks all others. But you have never attacked these Orengo, Babu Wino, Onyonka, and the rest. Because he knows if he wants Sifuna, they're the best people to get before Sifuna. And by the way, I guess you know, and it came into the public domain that Caleb Amis is a mole. That is why you see he hasn't been neglected now by everyone. He's now alone with his Renaissance party. So, please, we're urging Sifuna, don't imagine to work with Ruto, because that is killing yourself politically. Create your momentum. You better work with anyone else, but not Ruto. Because Ruto's plan is if he wins, he'll have Matiang'i, all those people who are against him in the next government, that is if he wins. And by the way, remember, if he'll have Sifuna, if he'll have Matiang'i, all these other people, Pia Undai, all these people, Ombadi, all these people, Mzee, Oginga Odinga, Oburu, they will be out. So they are also fighting to make sure Sifuna does not come near Ruto. Matiang'i does not come near Ruto, because they know if Matiang'i and Sifuna gets into Ruto's government, they are out automatically. Please consider subscriptions as we move forward.